You're listening to The Kylo Show, the podcast where we talk about how to keep your love on no matter what and why whole healthy families are going to save the world. And it starts right now.
Hey guys, it's me. Yes, once again, I have disrupted The Kylo Show and taken it over because I have something really exciting that I wanted to just invite you to. And you've been hearing all about my new book that's coming out on Mother's Day, which I'm so excited about. But what I'm really excited about before that is kind of the baby launch to the book, if you will, is a parenting conference. So Imperfect Parenting Conference is coming up May 5th and 6th. And I created this conference because I want a place where parents can come and find hopeful solutions. I want a place where parents can come and we can gather together so we can rub shoulders with greats that are out there fighting for our families. This is something that's so precious to my heart, and I feel God on it so strongly. In this time, there are so many things that are trying to distract us from the truth of what we're supposed to be fighting for, which is connection in our home. And it's so easy for us to give that attention to something else, to someone else, and it's really our family that suffers the most. And I just want to get in a room with you and remind you that there's greatness inside of your family and that God has such a plan for you. I want you to know the courage and hope that I have so deep that just fuels me to keep talking about this message. You know, God has a purpose for your family. He's got a plan for your family. And the speakers I chose were on purpose. I'm inviting people in that have authority in areas that I want you to get. I want you to walk away with knowing that you can apply these tools. And you might be coming because you're like, Brittney, I need help in the practical. You know, I got you. I always go after that practical. But I'm also bringing in friends that are just absolute powerhouses when it comes to tackling the spiritual stuff. How do we bring that in? How do we make this a practice in our life? And how do we protect it? I've got this friend. She's so much fun. Her name's Rochelle. She's coming in. She is a woman on the battlefield in a city, and her children have the purest heart for worship like I've ever seen. And you're going to hear from her. I've got all different friends that are just tackling things that they were planned. They were planned for this event. So if you are someone that is looking for hope in your family, that's why I want you to come. I know everyone's asking me, let's do it online. I'll just buy it online. You know what? I love online, and we've done it so well, and it's been so successful. But I'm asking you to come in person. I'm asking you to come in person because being in the room is it's just a different experience. It's a different experience. It's a different exchange. I want to be able to look in your eyes, hold your hand, and give you that courage that you need to fight for your family. I'm going to read to you a scripture that has fueled so much of this passion in my heart. And it's Nehemiah 4:14 through 15. Are you ready? After I looked over things, I stood up and said to the nobles, the officials, and the rest of the people, do not be afraid of them. And when he says them, he's talking about the enemy that's coming for your kids, okay? Do not be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome. Fight for your families. That's what I'm asking you to do. Fight for your families, your sons and your daughters, because no one's going to fight for them like you are, your wives and your home. Then our enemies heard that we were aware of their plot, and God had frustrated it. God put a fire in us to fight for our families. He's frustrated. He's like, you know what? Here's righteous anger. I want you to go and fight for your kids. You ready? We all return to the wall, each to our own work. I want you in the room. I want you in the room so you know that you're walking away with tools, resources, and hope like you've never had before. I want you to go back home, and I want you to stand at your part of the wall, and I want you to fight for your family. So I'm asking you if you'll join me at my parenting conference. Now, if you listen to me for this long, I've got a really sweet deal for you. We actually have a special code that I want to give you because I want you in this room. Ticket sales are one thing, But I want to know that families are being transformed. I want to know that this message that we say on the Kylo Show, that whole healthy families are going to save the world, I want to know that you are one of those families. So the code I have for you, you may have guessed it, it's the Kylo Show. That's all it is. So when you go to imperfectparenting.co and you register for the conference, you put in that promo code, Kylo Show, and you're going to get a discount because I want to see you. I want to hear your story, and I want to give you hope. All right. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to see you May 5th and 6th.
Thanks for listening. Never miss an episode of The Kylo Show by subscribing to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or watch us on the Loving on Purpose YouTube channel. Don't forget to submit your questions and testimonies to thekyloshow.com. The Kylo Show is produced by Ali Armerding, co-produced by Ashley Beck and Anna Hill, sound engineered and edited by Taylor Silk, and show promoter Krishna Zamora. Don't forget, whole healthy families, gonna save the world.